So maybe you won in the ring, but in the life you lose, you lost. He attacked me and I wanted to hit him back, but I couldn't. It's the voice of my father. He was in the apartment when this Dima tried to slap me in the face. And he smashed my present, his present that he gave me. And our kids were crying. So he did it in this apartment, in my apartment, in front of my kids. There's two people who won Bivol. It's Canelo and please write Saul Alvarez, because when we divorced, when we were in the process of divorce, I told my ex that, you know what, you became such a devil after Canelo, so maybe you won in the ring, but in the life you lose, you lost.
Uh-oh, people. Here we go yet again. Another boxer with personal marital problems. You know, I don't know what it is, you know, from Deontay Wilder to Andy Ruiz, now to Dmitry Bivol. When a fighter gets to that pinnacle of doing what they do best, and Bivol's one hell of a fighter, it's always something that you sacrifice, you know, and I'm just going to call a buck, okay? What's the saying? There's no fury like a woman scorned. This is it. Now, I'm going to tell you a problem with those little segments of what I just sent you that she said. Is it Ekaterina Bivol? First, she said, well, he tried to hit me, okay? And he smashed my gift, the gift that he gave her, in front of the kids, okay? You have to pay attention to what someone says, all right? And she said first he tried to, and then she said she tried to hit him back, but she couldn't. Then she said that her father was there, right? But then now Bivol told her father that she did it to herself. Well, that's strange. Well, if that's the case, if your father was there, Dmitry Bivol had nothing to say to his father about what happened if he was there witnessing it, right? Okay, that's one. Two, she says, oh, well, I'm always by myself, right? And so I'm used to it, you know, and then you're looking at it like, okay, well, if you were used to that, how did he become cold and distant when he beat Canelo? And speaking of Canelo, why are you mentioning Canelo Alvarez's name? You know, Canelo doesn't want any of Bivol. So I'm thinking a lot of this was a couple years ago, right? When Canelo did attempt that WBA and tried to snatch it off of Bivol, and it was a no-go. So maybe that was then. But why would you just bring Canelo's name up? I just think you're name dropping. You know what I mean? Me and Canelo. Like, why would you put me and Canelo like you guys are some kind of item or you got something in common, which is kind of strange, you know? It's kind of funny because they actually look like brothers and sisters, right? But another thing that bothers me about this, okay, when she says, I'm not scorned or I'm not bitter about this after all the stealing and cheating he did. That's exactly what you sound like. You sound like a scorned woman. You sound like a person that you couldn't handle the fame of your husband because your husband got to that point. Now, you could always say maybe Bivol couldn't handle it. But, you know, we don't know a lot about Bivol. You know, to be fair, he looks like a calm guy, and a lot of stuff doesn't really get to him. But everyone has that other side, okay? So we can't overlook the fact that maybe, just maybe, he gets into it with his girl. You've seen him popping off at her. But to say that he hit her and she had the scars and the scratches and stuff like that, you know, unless he had a ring on or something, those scratches wouldn't happen. You know, it looks like a cat scratched her or something like that. You know, it didn't look like Bivol slapped her. And it's bad because it's like you're bringing the kids in this. You know, that's similar to Andy Ruiz, that, oh, Andy tried to choke her and pulled a gun out on her and stuff. Now Bivol did it in front of the kids. So you're bringing the kids in there. And I don't know how old the kids are, but that's poor. You know what I mean? It's bad because they do need to get along for the child's sake. You know, but the most important thing is, okay, Kurt, what's up with this personal stuff? Well, this is what could happen. All right, stay with me. She's now going through this divorce right now when Bivol is fighting probably the toughest fighter that he's going to ever fight, Artur Beterbiev. You know, and the fight may be called off. If it's not called off, it's an automatic distraction. That's the problem. It's an automatic distraction. And it's like, okay, how is this man, this WBA super middleweight champion, light heavyweight champion, Dmitry Bivol, going to focus 100% when he has all this going? You know, and if he's able to concentrate and focus, you know, she mentioned it's been 10 months since, you know, he's seen her and talked to her. Probably that's a reason for that, because he doesn't want to be distracted with all the drama, soon to be baby mama drama with you. You know, because there's a lot of tie-ins and stuff like that. And in fact, that's actually dumb, because if you're trying to divorce someone, right, why would you hinder, deter in any kind of way the biggest fight of his life by Turki Al-Sheikh? And she's mentioning Turki Al-Sheikh. She's mentioning at Eddie Hearn. She's mentioning at Canelo Alvarez. That's not good. It's just your name dropping. And it almost seems like to me, she's trying to sabotage that fight. And it's dumb, because if you know you want justice, you want the divorce to be final, well, the best thing you can do is help that man focus, okay, on the fight, because the fight is about prize fighting. Prize fighters get money. So if he does win, you win. But see, it doesn't seem like that. That's, again, why she sounds like a woman scorned, because she's like, well, I don't even care what he does. I just want the divorce. But you're doing it at the sake of his career, which, i.e., is pretty much your career as well, because you're married to him. So you should want the best for him, since you have children with him. So you should want him to win, not him to lose. Okay? Because she doesn't look like someone that's supportive. She looks like someone that's very destructive. You know what I mean? Like, oh, cancel Bivol, things like that. Cancel Bivol. Bro, that sounds like a person that just wants to hurt Dmitry Bivol based on the fact maybe he cheated on her. I mean, all that time, a young guy, go figure, but, you know, away from his family. The temptations are out there. I get it. You know, men are dogs. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's like, look, don't throw that man under the bus when you know that man is the same man that put food on your table, that you were married to, that you were supposedly in love with. You know what I mean? Why do that? That's my counterpunch on this Dmitry Bivol and Ekaterina Bivol's incident. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!